Wildcats decide they like North America now. People start farming in West Asia. Farming equals yums. Mammals like yums. Mice are mammals. Cats like mice. People like cats for liking mice. Europe has cats meow. Now. Christopher Columbus comes to America on the Meowflower. A cat survives a space flight. A catstronaut? There are now around 40 different breeds of domestic cats, and 1/3 of American households have a cat in the family. Some organizations say there are more breeds, and some organizations say there are less breeds.
If my legs were longer, I'd have caught you by now. Come here. Just wait for 1 second. Slow down.
The American wire hare was first observed in 1966 in New York, but was only recognized as a unique breed in 1978. Apparently, the American wire hare is a rare breed.
It was all a dream.
I am also rare if you consider less than 2% of an entire species as rare. That is the percent of the population that has red hair, around 150 million people. The pigment that you find in hair like mine is called pheomelanin. It's a shame that only 10% of people said that red was their favorite color. It's not mine either. My birthday was on the 11th, just 3 days ago, and on the same day, interestingly, an article was posted by Laurel Wamsley to NPR.org stating that dozens of cat mummies and even more cat statues had been unearthed from a tomb at the Saqqara necropolis in Egypt dating back to 4500 BCE. Did you know, in ancient Egypt, if you killed a cat, punishment of death was not off the table, but any real cat owner would have told you the same thing. Bastet is an Egyptian goddess with the head of a lioness who represents warfare, disease protection, ointments, evil spirit protection, and perfumes. Ancient Egyptians worshipped cats, and today there are well over 2 million cat videos and 7 billion cat pictures on the internet, so clearly not much has changed. The oldest domesticated cat breed in the world is estimated to be the Egyptian Mau at around 6,000 years old. These cats are still around today, but were only introduced to the United States in the 1950s. If we want to say that the oldest humans on Earth came to be around 400,000 years ago, then these felines have been around for 1/66th of human existence. Consuming cats in the US is illegal in 6 states. Mr. Whiskers, more like pass the adobo.
This is America.
That fact really brings me down. You know what would lift my spirit animal? Helium. 260 balloons filled with the stuff. Stick with me. On average, a balloon filled with helium can lift about 14 grams. So, 14 grams times 260 balloons equals 3,624 grams, about 8 pounds. You might be thinking to yourself, that isn't anywhere near enough to lift me. And you'd be right, it'd be to lift Jack, my cat. If you're lucky, you can find some pretty neat stuff on Google Street View. But if you focused your attention to Rome, you might have found a silly face waiting to greet you. If the image hadn't been updated. The image is still available on the Google Maps archive, but seriously, check out this internet gem. I've been around the internet like my hometown at this point, but nobody ever told me that when my cat freaks out for no reason, it was because he saw a ghost. Apparently this isn't true, but that rumor was floating around the ocean of feline formation. The real reason your cat goes from 0 to over 9,000 is because when you sit around and do nothing for 70% of your life, a lot of energy isn't being used, so it needs to be released like an overweight munchlax in a Pokeball. Abruptly and chaotically, the energy disperses into all of your furniture at 2:30 in the morning. A group of cats has many different names. One of the terms is called a clouder. The other is a clutter. There's also a kindle and a glaring. A male cat is called a tom, while a female is called a queen. A great use for the rough tongues that cats have is for licking the excess meat off of bones. Speaking of bones, cats have 24 more bones than humans do. Fun fact, cats are able to drink salt water to stay hydrated because of their incredible kidneys, while their whiskers can let a cat know if they are going to be able to fit through a tight opening. Cats have assisted in turning endangered species into extinct ones. They have contributed to the extinction of over 30 species. Every single domesticated cat can trace its ancestry back to a handful of African wildcats that roamed around 8000 BCE. Know that the most powerful tool for meowing is interest. What's your catnip? Let me know what you're interested in. I'd love to make a video about it.